A pair of 100-year-old poplar trees that once marked the entrance to an historic cemetery in Central Saanich are gone. This past weekend, they were cut down. And tonight, the loss of the trees has left at least one Vancouver Island family saddened and frustrated. Mary Beth Burton has the story.
Shady Creek Cemetery on East Saanich Road is a little less shady today. Over the weekend, 2 large trees were cut down.
I was told that they were cutting trees. It was just like I said to my wife, I felt a sharp pain in my heart. And I come out and it's these trees.
In 1987, Don Bottrell buried his daughter, Claire Elise, who died 2 weeks before her due date.
This is the original entranceway to the cemetery. More than 100 years ago, you can imagine horse and buggy was the way people got around. And there were 2 Italian poplars, 100 feet tall, framing the entranceway.
And the power that emanated from this tree is why we chose this location.
This is what the cemetery looked like last week.
Look at this miserable viewscape now.
Bottrell and his wife will be buried next to their daughter, and his father-in-law is buried here too.
They were dropping big chunks of wood within a foot of his gravestone.
The project manager, who was hired by the municipality of Central Saanich to install sewer, sidewalks, and a stone wall, explains why the trees needed to come down.
That wall will wind around the corner like this, up into here.
This will be the only legal entrance to the cemetery. Bottrell, an arborist, argues the trees didn't have to come down, and he thinks they came down badly.
We take down big trees too, but you know, we give some consideration for what's underneath them.
The Shady Creek Cemetery is a federal heritage site. This plaque honors the 800 free Black Americans who settled on the island in 1858, some of whom are buried here. It's owned by the Sluggett family, who supported the decision to take down the trees because they have long worried about liability from falling branches. We went to the district office for answers, but we were thrown off the property and told cameras weren't allowed in this public building.
It's a municipal decision, yes.
The district engineer says the 2 trees were never part of a public hearing process on the East Saanich Road improvements, nor was an arborist sent to the site. Originally, the stumps were going to be taken out. Now,
Stumps there, yes, the stumps are going to stay there apparently. They don't want to take it out because if they dig it out, it'll interfere probably with maybe a tombstone or so.
Bottrell says the poplar's roots, which run throughout the cemetery, will try to reproduce with offshoots causing significant damage.
The only way to prevent this from suckering is to poison the stumps. So then you're going to have poison going throughout the gravesite, you know, and how undignified is that?
And dignity is what Bottrell feels he and other family members were robbed of when the trees came down. In Central Saanich, Mary Beth Burton, A News.